As we walk, another ominous rumble sends butterflies to my stomach. I can't shake off the feeling that we are literally walking into a fire. Yeah. I glance at the others who seem unfazed. I guess it's just me. Pushing my insecurities down, I silently follow the group towards the temple. We're going to the fire temple, right? Because it's very hot, volcano. Just as Elder Isim noted, the temple is a short walk out of the village on a well-worn dirt path. The road is mostly empty with only 1 or 2 travelers coming back towards the village, so they're also trying to visit the temple or something? The temple is an open structure with a roaring fire in the middle of a grand hall. Oh, there he is. Actually, it's not just a... wait, you said... roaring fire. There are more than 1 roaring fire. There are like 5 of them, but there's the main one right in the center, but still. And there are lots more torches. There's so many fire. High columns with flames carved into them hold up the building. Adorning the stone walls are beautiful tiled mosaics. There's one wall with some strange symbol scratched on them. They're very faded, and I have to squint to make it out. From what I can make out, 4 symbols surround the darkness in a square, with a line of fire enclosing the perimeter, trapping the darkness in the center. Oh, I wonder what this is. Amelia glances over and peers at the carving.
Those symbols represent each of the magical elements.
Oh, really? So, what are the magic elements? I know fire is definitely one of them. She points to each one.
There's fire, water, earth, and wind.
I see fire, water, and earth and wind. You're missing one more. Shadow. The shadow magic, right? Then she points to the center. There's a missing end there.
And that is shadow.
Oh, okay, there's a 5th one. Oh, okay, there we go. So the shadow is the one in the center. Okay. So it seems like the shadow controls all the other 4 elements, like fire, water, earth, and wind. Seems like it. I've never considered shadow an element before, but it is.
It is one of the elemental magics.
But a forbidden one. Terra, Zack, and Leanna have already moved on, so the rest of us hustle to catch up. Besides us, the only other people in the temple are the monks who care for it. Okay, there are people here, okay? Monks. They're dressed in woven red robes in the same open and loose style as the villagers from Amber Mist. Quietly, they shuffle back and forth, sweeping the floor or relighting any of the smaller fires which have burnt low. Oh, Pungo, you want to eat those fires? The Pungo looks around in wonder and reverence. At the sight of the giant flame, he squeaks and hops up on me, claiming his spot on my shoulder. I bows briefly before the large flame that then leads us to the back of the chamber and stops in front of an empty wall.
We're here!
But like, do the monks actually not care that we just sneak through that part of the temple with the treasures and all the traps? Like, do the monks don't even care at all? Like, what even? Text size. Secret passage? Maybe we made a mistake letting her join us now. She's definitely a treasure hunter, we're gonna trust her. Terra might be a little out there. I don't think she is. Well, maybe a bit weird, but we can definitely trust her. But I don't get the impression that she's stupid. There must be more to the world than first meets the eye. Yeah, you know, you watch those movies, Indiana Jones and all that. Is there a mechanism hidden somewhere which triggers a doorway? Terra's eyes glitter.
Bingo!
Alright, so where is it? With her gaze fixed on us, Kara pushes on a brick and a segment of the wall pushes in and swings open. I see, it's the brick. She waves at the opening with a flourish and the monks don't even care. like seriously?
Ta-da!
They just, oh, okay, you do your own business while I do mine. How did you know which brick to push it?
It usually depends, but in this case, there's one brick that sticks out slightly more than the others. If you weren't looking for it, you won't see it.
So you definitely have sharp eyes. She hits through the opening and pushes the wall closed behind us. Then she leads us down a winding stone stairway which ends at the beginning of a narrow passage. We follow in behind her as she carefully picks her way down the hall. Okay, so we're underground now. A place where no one actually usually wanders. Yeah, and this is what seems to be prison cells over here. Yeah. And there's some blue smoke around here. I wonder what these blue sparks are. Some kind of magic or something? It's a very plain stone hallway with small sconces lighting the way. I look down at my feet and notice a brick with an X marked on it. That must be the trap. Step on it! I think if we step on it, probably, yeah, it's definitely going to be a trap. So, you know, but I think I'm just going to step on it. You know why? Because I know, Kara is going to save me. So let's go. X marks the spot. I wonder what this does. Just as my foot lands on the brick, a click sounds. Kara looks back in alarm. Oh shit! I see something fly towards me! Just before it collides in my face, I'm shoved out of the way and fall heavily to the ground. Oof! Ouch! You okay, Pango? The Pango slides off my head and bounces back upright, and he hits the ground. My body drops from my fast landing on the ground. Once the aches begin to subside, I carefully sit up.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Who saved me? Is it Kara? I'm pretty sure Kara saved me. Yeah, I'm fine. Leanna runs right past me and cuddles the Pango. Hey! You can only care about the Pango? What about me?
You poor thing.
Hey! Hey! I'm coughing here! Hey! She glances at me.
Oh, are you okay?
What? You only care about the Pango, not me? Yeah. But what just happened?
You set off one of the traps.
Oh. Yeah, I figured it was a trap, but still. You know. She points to an arrow embedded in the wall. There's another one right next to it.
Didn't you see the mark I left?
Oh, you left that mark? I thought it was already there. Yeah, you can't just mark something with an X and not expect them to investigate.
Sure I can. An X means stop.
Well, yeah, I kind of know that, but you know, this guy, Pixel Fate, he doesn't know. Well, who am I kidding? Suppose that's true too.
Very curious.
Very curious. Amelia peers at the crevices of the wall, trying to spot where the arrow flew from. Zack pulls on Amelia's shoulder and moves her out of the way, yeah. Don't want to get too curious.
You shouldn't put your face in front of a place where projectiles fly out of.
Yeah.
They aren't all just arrows either. Some are much worse.
Like fire arrows. Leanna warily scans the surroundings.
Maybe we should keep moving.
Yeah, we definitely should. Just don't step on any more X's. Kara nods and resumes walking. The deeper we travel, the more X's I notice. Wow, there are a lot of traps in here. Zack pauses in front of a corridor where the walls are covered in X's.
Why are there so many X's on this wall?
Because there are so many traps on this wall. Kara looks down the same passageway.
Oh, it's a two-part trap.
What? Two-part trap? She points to a stone on the ground with the same X marking.
Basically, if you step on the ground stone, it triggers thick bars to shoot out from all the X's in the wall and block the path.
Oh. Okay. Shoot out. Triggers thick bars? Shoot out from all the X's in the wall and block the path? That doesn't sound too bad, but what if you're trapped? Then how?
Only if you know how to limbo. The bars have something keeping them hot and will burn you if you touch it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that sounds worse.
And you were able to cross that?
Kara winks. She's the treasure hunter. Oh, the wing on the right eye too.
I am very limber.
Oh yeah, very limber, very flexible, yes. Totally, I can see that, yeah. I expected Zack to brush off her comment like he brushed off every other girl, but he actually looks impressed. Oh, is he actually falling in love with Kara? Okay. Amelia looks between Zack and Kara.
Based on the dilation of Zack's pupils, it appears that Kara's flexibility is attractive to him.
Yeah. Zack is taken aback.
I was just thinking that it's a useful skill set to have.
Yeah, totally. Kara has a mischievous gleam in her eyes.
Useful skill set to have. In what context?
Zack frowns.
For scouting and navigating, you've done a thorough job mapping this place out and marking the traps.
Okay. More like you're impressed with her, right? Leanna looks amused.
Zach, was that a compliment?
It is, it could be. He glares at Leanna.
No, an observation.
Let's be honest, Zach. That Kara smiles playfully.
Then thank you for the observation.
Zach falls into silence before turning away. I think that's the most I've ever heard him talk in a 30-second span. We continue through the tunnels. Eventually she stops in front of another well of fire in the middle of the hall.
The barrier's here.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's the barrier that Kara said she couldn't pass through, right? So we need magic to pass through the barrier. She gestures at the swirling metallic wall behind the well. The way that it glitters as he whisks and curls almost looks like a fire. Leanna and Amelia step closer and inch their hands in front of them before gingerly touching the barrel.
It's surprisingly solid for something that looks so gaseous. Maybe there's some wind magic interwoven with whatever other magic is here.
Maybe. The Pango hops forward with stars in his eyes. Oh yes, he is hungry.
Hi.
Eat it! Destroy the barrier! He dashes straight for the barrier!
Pongo, wait!
Wait, where are you going, Pango? Oh no, both, Kara in particular looks really shocked. Oh no! I stretch out my arm and race after him. Pango, no! Instead of running into a wall, Pango passes straight through and out of sight. Why, Grover? How did he go through? Well, stay calm, alright. Let's stay calm. You know, in this kind of situation, we need to stay calm. Okay. Leanna gasps and rushes to the wall.
Pongo? Oh no! What if something happens to him?
We need to save him! I step over and put a hand on her shoulder to calm her down. He's a scrappy and resourceful Pango. I'm sure he'll be okay. Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, Pango even, you know, managed to get to the train by itself, so we don't have to worry too much.
I suppose so.
Leanna bites her lips and stares anxiously at the barrier.
Pongo.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Boy?
Huh? A blue head pops out of the barrier. What? He hops the rest of the way out.
Boy.
Oh, Pango's fine. He's safe. Leanna scoops him up in a hug.
Pongo, you're back safe.
See, what did I tell you?
Boy.
Oi, what did you see over there, Pango? After a second, the Pango wiggles out of her arms and rushes back over to me. Leanna pouts, then refocuses on the barrier. Amelia places both of her hands back on the barrier while Leanna holds out her manipulator.
Whatever is beyond this wall hosts a plethora of energy.
Okay. Leanna nods.
My manipulator confirms that. No wonder the Pongo ran in there.
Yeah, a lot of magic in there. Zack continues to hang back and observe, but Kara steps closer to the barrier.
But how did he even pass through?
Well, you know, Pango loves magic and you know. Leanna shrugs. Amelia continues studying the wall, moving her hands up and down. I think maybe we can pass through too, you know.
I do not recognize this magic.
She frowns, deeply disturbed.
Is there anything you can do to break it?
Well, Pango can break it.
Let's see.
Leanna and Amelia both put their hands on the barrier, their manipulators glowing. They each transmit pulses of magic which disperse across the surface in a shimmering way. I think they're trying to create stress fractures to crack the wall. After a few tries, Leanna sighs in frustration, then steps back.
Amelia, stand back.
Alright, she wordlessly obeys. Leanna gathers energy at her gauntlet, then strikes the barrier with an empowered strike. Suddenly golden lettering forms on the barrier. Oh? Absorb your word, enter mine. What does that mean? Absorb your word? Are you saying to forget my word to enter yours? What does that mean? No one answers. Amelia steps forward and focuses on the well of flickering flame.
If I am interpreting this message correctly, we must part with our most precious possession, our world, and throw it in the fire.
Part with our most precious possession, our world, throw into the fire? But how do we throw our world into the fire? Leanna nods thoughtfully.
Kind of like we're freeing ourselves.
Unless we're throwing a part of ourselves in, part of something that belongs to us into the fire or something like that. Kara's face drains of color and she clutches at her pack.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, alright. We stand around awkwardly until Leanna clears her throat. Right?
If that's what we need to do, then it seems easy enough. I'll go first.
Oh, you go first? Okay, please let me go first. Okay, go ahead. Interesting. You know, as much as I would like to let Leanna, I think you know what? Actually, I should go first. You know why? Because we don't know what dangers lie ahead, and we need to protect the girl. Right? We need to protect the girls, the waifus, if you can call them that. So we have to be the gentleman here. We have to go first. Okay, we have to take the lead. We're doing this for me. I should be the one to go first. Leanna blinks, but I step up to the fire before she can object. What do I choose? What do you mean? Oh, something to throw in there. Wallet, playing cards, Pango! My waifu! Okay, these two are pretty cruel, seriously. I will not go with any of these two, as tempted as I am to go with one of these two, but no. I'm not that cruel. Pango, no. And my waifu, no. So it's either wallet or playing cards. Well, I mean, we've had our fun of cheat earlier. You know, the card game that we had any earlier. So I think we can throw away the playing cards. The wallet, I think, still will be important, because what if we go back to our world, right? And then we throw away the wallet. I think it's like so I think I'm going to throw away the playing cards. I fish inside my pockets and grab my playing cards. I've had a lot of good memories with these cards. I mean, when we go back home, we can always buy again. Or I mean, here there are also other card games, right? You can learn new card games. They helped me break the ice with every move I made. I know I can count on them whenever the words fail me. And then, not to mention, these cards bring us good luck. So if we throw into the fire, I think it will bring us. If we throw these cards into the fire, I think it will bring us even more good luck. Although it may seem like it may bring us bad luck if we throw the cards away, but I think it will bring us even more good luck. I hope. Reluctantly, I toss them into the fire and watch the flames lap it up. Then I steel my resolve and step forward. Just as I reach the barrier, I slam painfully into it. Why did you do that though? Oh yeah, because it's wall, right? The barrier is on the wall. Ow! Well, that didn't work.
You sure messed that up.
So the playing cards actually didn't work. So I should have thrown my wallet all along. Something that's... Oh! But that's true. I mean, the wallet is the one that is my most prized possession, right? Yeah, rather than my playing cards. Playing cards aren't my most... Oh! Because the message say absorb your world to enter mine. So then, when Media explained that, it has to be my most prized possession. So my most prized possession is actually the wallet. So I should have thrown my wallet in. Can I do it again? Shucks.
Normally you only get one chance for these things, but it's not like you've got anything to lose by trying again.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Alright. Wallet, Pango, my waifu. What if I choose Pango? Or I actually don't want to choose any of these two. I'm not so cruel. Who is my waifu anyway? I mean, obviously our waifu is probably Leanna, because Leanna's the main heroine, but still, I guess, yeah, wallet will be our most prized possession, so... Oh well, let's go. We have to part from our wallet. Wallet is actually, yeah, our most prized possession. Well, it's useless in this world, but in our world, yeah, it's very important. So, it is considered our most prized possession, so... Oh well. Goodbye, wallet. You'll be missed. I fish in my pockets and grab my wallet. My entire identity is in here. License, student ID, and credit cards. The thought of parting with it makes my chest hurt. Yeah, it's because it's really my most prized possession. Pango and my waifu, they are not really possessions per se, right? So, okay. Reluctantly, I toss it into the fire and watch the flames slap it up. Then I steel my resolve and slowly step forward. As I cross through, I feel the tingle of energy and hear the crack of electricity. Oh, here we go, it works. It worked. There's a bright light blinding my vision. And I have a flashback of my crossing to Terra. My foot lands on solid ground. I passed through the barrier unharmed. So we're the first through. Gradually my eyes adjust to the dim light and I see that I'm in a cozy room. Oh, who's this girl right here? In the middle of the room is a fox, who swishes his tail as it observes me. Beside it is a beautiful woman with flaming red hair. A delicate hand rests atop of the fox's head. Wow, look at this. So is this like what I think it is, the fire guardian, fire spirit? Yeah, it definitely seems like it, and she looks really cute. She's an elf, you know, fire elf, fire spirit, fire spirit. So, fire guardian. As I look her over, her gaze lands on me. Who are you? She's smiling. The woman blinks at me, then smiles. For a second, I think I see the flames lighting the room flicker, and the warmth permeates my body. It's pleasant, like an embrace. Although she holds my gaze, she doesn't speak. Does she even speak? You know, do you understand English? But yeah, you look really sexy. Just looking at her again. Yeah. How did you get in here? Again, she remains silent, but this time she takes a step closer.
Who are you talking to?
Huh? I peek behind the woman and see Zack standing with an eyebrow raised and his arms crossed. The rest of my companions pause in their inspection of the room, stare at me. Terra stands beside an altar, while Amelia and Leanna are both kneeling by the fox, so it looks like they've also passed through the barrier too. The fox accepts their attention, rhythmically swishing his tail, but otherwise makes no move to respond. Instead, he fixes his attention on me.
Are you talking to the fox?
No, I'm talking to the girl beside the fox. No. The woman between me and you. The super hot chick. I don't think they can see her, I think. Yeah, you know the super hot chick? Yeah. Maybe I was speaking to the smoking hot woman, bro.
You mean her?
You mean her?
Oh, I mean all of you, all three of you. you, and the fire girl. The two of them speak simultaneously, then stare at each other.
That was unexpected, but not unwelcome.
Yeah, power, isn't it? Leanna blushes deeply while Kara smirks and I catch both of them occasionally glancing at each other. Yeah, really? Oh, see? Oh, Leanna's blushing. And Kara smirking, see? Both of them saying the same thing? Yeah. Talk about coincidence.
Who exactly are you seeing?
There's a woman dressed in red, and she's kind of flamey and she's standing right there with her pet fire fox. Leanna looks towards the fox, but her eyes glaze right over the woman. She furrows her brows concerned.
Okay.
You can see her? Her voice is gentle, like she doesn't want to spook me. None of you guys can see her? The group collectively shakes their heads. I don't know why you guys can't see her, but I promise you, she's there. Yeah. See, even Pango can see her. The Pango hops out from behind my legs. He first examines the woman with partial interest, then he stares in wonder at the fox. Wait? The fox cocks his head to the side and observes the Pango. The Pango perks up and cautiously bounces forward. So it looks like, yeah, the other people, right, Amelia and the rest, yeah, they can see the fire spirit, yeah, but they can see the fox. So the fox is not really a spirit. Yeah, it's not a spirit. Only the fire spirit is a spirit, and only Pixel Fate and Pango can see the fire spirit. He pauses right before the fox. The fox's nose wiggles as it sniffs at the Pango. Then it swishes his tail and the Pango squeaks before running back behind my legs. Don't be scared of the fox. The fox won't bite. Don't be scared, Pango. Come, relax, Pango. It's okay. Wait, do you see her too? Hi. I take that as a yes. The woman giggles at the Pango and gently pats his head. He shivers happily at her touch. Then she straightens up and takes a step closer. Her feet don't touch the ground and her skirt floats ethereally behind her. Okay, so like floating. Instinctively I back away. No need to be— you too? You scared too? No need to be scared, no need to back away.
What's going on?
She's coming towards me. She's getting closer. A lot closer. She pauses once she draws near and touches a palm to my forehead. Oh, palm to my forehead? Pulse of warmth flows through me before she retracts her hand. As if something inside me clicked open, I feel invigorated with restored strength. The stronger I feel, the more translucent the woman becomes. Wait, what's going on? Fire Spirit, why are you disappearing? Soon she disappears. The Pungo stares at me with renewed interest. It reminds me of that same look he gave me when we first met. Is it like the Fire Spirit entered my body or something like that? He licks his lips. Don't even think about it, don't lick me! Don't even eat me, okay? Okay, behave yourself, Pungo. Pungo pouts and lets out a sad sigh. Oh my god, that jigger, oh shit. Seriously, that jigger! Only Kara has that jigger physics. But I'm sure Leanna will have that jigger physics soon, just that she hasn't worn— she's not wearing any scantily— she's not scantily clad just yet. Yeah. Kara waves her hands in front of my face.
Hey, are you okay? You kind of zoned out there for a second.
I think I'm fine.
What happened?
I'm not too sure, I feel hot.
Where's the woman now?
She's gone. Actually, she's gone. Amelia reacts to my words by playing with her bracelets. She holds her manipulator up to me. Okay.
Curious.
Curious?
I may have a theory.
Oh, you have a theory? What is it?
All the energy which had accumulated here has now gathered within you.
Oh, is that right? I blink as it take me a minute to register what she just said. Wait, I absorbed the energy? That can't be right.
As I mentioned, it is merely a theory.
Merely a theory, okay. Alright, theory. A theory that may or may not be true. Leanna looks intrigued.
How is that possible?
Remember that time when I teleported on when I just appeared at the Nether Hill? Yeah, that field there? Yeah, I had a lot of energy, so it's the same phenomenon here? I don't know. I felt it after she touched me. Leanna's eyes widened.
I wouldn't phrase it like that.
What? She touched me? What's wrong with her touching me? Not in a weird way, yeah. She just touched my forehead and suddenly I felt a rush of energy. Yeah, not like she touched me like she touched my thing or what, no. Amelia stares up at me. Why are you looking at me like that? Like, why are you like trying to see through me or what?
I am merely anticipating the imminent reaction.
Imminent reaction? What imminent reaction? That I'm gonna explode? Reaction to what?
The high concentration of energy you just absorbed. The human body was not meant to process such large quantities of energy.
Yeah, me, the professor back at the Mage Academy said the same thing.
At least, that has certainly been the trend with someone from Terra.
Okay, yeah, but I'm not from Terra. I'm from Earth, planet Earth. Amelia's gaze bores into me, yeah, like drills into me. She emphasizes the word terror. Then she looks back down at her manipulator.
Although, 2 minutes have passed, and there seems to be no sign of an adverse reaction.
Why does she sound so disappointed? Like she's expecting me to explode? Suddenly, Kara squeals as she gingerly picks a rusty coin out of the remains of a leather sachet. Yeah, that's all she cares about, the money.
This is a genuine Vestin coin!
Oh, okay. How rare is it? Zack glances at the coin and folds his arms, clearly unimpressed.
How much could a rusted out dated coin be worth?
Hey, it can be worth a lot, no, Zack? This is an antique.
About a few hundred gold pieces.
That's quite a lot. Zack's demeanor instantly changes.
You don't say.
What do you mean you don't say? You're the one who was asking? How much is this old rusty coin worth? It's worthless, right? And then now you say you don't say. Kara smoothly pockets the satchel as Zack covertly searches the room for another one of those coins. As Kara finishes up her inspection of the room, Leanna looks around.
Well, since we found what we came for, we should head back.
Alright. Kara nods and leads the way out. As we leave the room, we notice the fire which had previously glowed in front of the barrier is now gone, but all our items are still intact. Oh, thank God. So we still have our wallet and our playing cards, so that's great. Hey, nothing was burnt in here, so that was like more than an illusionary fire.
Curious. Then it can be assumed that the purpose of this trial was not to destroy our possessions, but to test our willingness to sacrifice.
Yeah, our willingness to sacrifice our most prized possession. So, just curious, what did you guys sacrifice? Why don't we ask the guys here that? I'm curious. Kara happily scoops out her coin purse. I mean, okay, for Kara I think I can get what is the thing that what her most prized possession is. Definitely the treasure here. I think, no, I'm just guessing, but I don't know. Oh, but I definitely know what is the most prized possession for Zack. The discharges. His discharges are his baby, so yeah, I'm sure he parted from his discharges, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. For the rest, I don't know though.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, because you got your treasures. Got your treasures back. Leanna smiles in relief as she reaches in and quickly collects what looks like a ring attached to a tin chain. Oh, so that is the thing that is Leanna's most prized possession. Ring attached to a tin chain. Must have meant a lot to her.
Let's keep going.
I wonder what's... yeah, probably the ring was given to her by a family member. The rest of us snatch up our items and continue back out of the corridor. What about Amelia? What's your prized possession? She's the mysterious one. Yeah, for Zack it's definitely the discharges, so yeah. So what Amelia's most prized possession is? The trek out of the temple is a lot faster and easier than the trek in, mostly because there were no more obstacles to stop us. We pop out of the same hidden wall in which we entered, just as before the main ceremonial hall is empty. We wave goodbye to the couple of monks sweeping the entryway, then begin the walk back to the village, and the monks just you know, over there, not even caring about what we just did. We just enter the temple through a secret, through the secret wall, and the monks don't even give a damn. It's kind of weird, isn't it? But okay, let's just overlook that. Yeah. Okay, so we have some questions here. So okay, we can ask a few questions. I think we can ask both of these questions. So let's ask Kara who the Vestons were. Alright? I fall in step with Kara. So who exactly were the Vestons?
They were the original tribe of Ember Mist, and the initial keepers of the Fire Temple.
Okay, so I am not sure. Probably they aren't around anymore, right? Did they build the temple? Shrugs.
It depends on who you ask. Some experts believe they did. Others think the temple was already there by the time the Vestons came about.
Okay, so it's not confirmed. Interesting. Now I'm curious. How did you get into treasure hunting? She pauses just a little too long before flashing me her usual cheerful grin.
I just sort of fell into it, honestly. Treasure hunting naturally fit into my nomadic lifestyle.
Yeah, your boobies too. Just bounced. Again. Where did you learn all the history to even identify relics?
You'd be surprised how much you pick up along the way. Especially after you realize what a lucrative business this can be.
Yeah, it can be a lucrative business, yes. So you're just in it for the money?
I didn't say that.
So what are you in it for?
I'll admit that at first I was just in it for the money. But the more I learned about the ancient people of Asaria, the more invested I became in the history of each relic I found.
I see.
I started to find myself daydreaming about who might have used the items I found. What kind of person were they? Did they cherish this item, or was it just another piece of their ever-growing collection of stuff?
Oh, for real? I didn't know you're actually serious about relic hunting. So she's not just a treasure hunter just for the sake of money. Well, she did say she was only originally in it for the money, but over time she became more and more interested and curious about all the relics and such, about the history and all that. That's a cool way of thinking. You're more than meets the eye. This seems like a foolish way of thinking. What? I'm not gonna say this, that's not a foolish way of thinking. You're more than meets the eye, definitely. Yeah, must be enthusiastic about it. That's actually kind of nice. I had no idea Kara had this side to her. That's surprisingly deep. Kara raises an eyebrow.
I'm full of layers.
What do you mean you're full of layers? Wow, so many layers, so I have to like pass through all those layers in order to actually know the real you. I look her up and down and take in her belly there attire. Yeah, if you're talking about literally wise, yeah, you don't have a lot of layers. Not from what I can see. She smirks.
Metaphorically speaking.
Of course, yes, metaphorically speaking, of course. Alright, let's ask Amelia what her theory about the mysterious woman is. I approach Amelia. So that theory that you mentioned in the temple about the woman, what was it? Amelia glances at me.
Given the location and circumstances previously described by Elderism, my estimation is that the unknown woman you encountered was a projected image of the fire elemental. Of course, as I could not observe her myself, I cannot be certain.
Okay, but I definitely see something that looks like the fire elemental, so okay. So it is the fire elemental. Do you think that's why she wouldn't talk back? Also, why wouldn't she just show up in person?
The amount of energy needed to sustain just an appearance of the elemental would have drained the temple completely. There would have been no energy left for her to give to you.
I see. So she can't show herself in person, only show herself in front of me. Because if she does in front of the rest, then she'll use up too much energy. Is that why she disappeared right after?
The depletion of energy in the temple would have meant she'd no longer be sustained in this world.
Okay, depletion of the energy in the temple. Amelia looks thoughtful.
Although, it is quite unusual that she would have you absorb the energy to begin with.
Maybe I am the chosen one, you know. You know, just the chosen one. I see. I have a feeling that was her. No wonder she was so hot. She actually exists. This is quite tempting, but nah. I don't think we should crack a throat at this point. But I had a feeling that was her, yes. I had a sneaking suspicion that was her. I mean, who else could it have been? Amelia nods.
It pleases me that you too have reached the same conclusion.
Thank you. Thanks. She looks thoughtful.
Still, it is quite perplexing that she would only reveal herself to you.
Like I say, I'm the chosen one. Or, you know, plot armor. It's not just me. The Pango saw her too, I think. He didn't really make it clear if he was seeing her or just the fox thing.
The Guardian.
The fox is the guardian? Huh? Okay, so that fire elemental is not the fire guardian. The fox is the guardian.
The fox would be the guardian of the fire temple. Each temple has its own guardian who protects it.
I see. Oh. So how come the guardian didn't attack us for breaking into the temple?
We did not break in. The guardian enforces the trial in the temple. Only those who are able to complete the trials are welcome into the temple.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. In this case, that magical fire we had to put our stuff in? Amelia nods, still deep in thought. Are you still trying to figure out why no one else could see the elemental? She nods again. Any theories?
As of now, I do not have one. But perhaps after some further research.
Okay. Her voice trails off as she falls back into deep thought. Kara, Zack, and Amelia lead the way back to Emberbeast while I lag behind. The Pango sits on my head. Leanna notices my absence and falls into step with me. Now it's Leanna's turn to talk to me. Zack doesn't want to talk to me. That guy. But anyway, she pets the Pango who ignores her, still too focused on the energy around me. Leanna pouts, then shakes away the pungo's disregardance of her, and focuses her attention on me. Yes, finally you're focusing on me, not on Pungo.
Something on your mind?
I drop my voice low so the others can hear me. Now that I've collected the energy from the temple, that means that I can try to create a temporary reef and go back home, right? It's worth a shot. Kara stops. There are whirls around to face us. Zack and Amelia stop with her. Well, Kara doesn't know about the temporary reef yet.
Pardon me, you were speaking very softly and it was a little hard to hear, but it sounded like you just said you need to open a temporal rift to go back home?
Oh my god, goddamn it, piece of it. You weren't whispering.
But that can't be right, can it?
Or more like maybe Kara has a very sharp sense of hearing, so yeah. Jeez, this woman has got some supersonic hearing! Yeah. I glance at Leanna who looks alarmed. About that... Kara's smile falters at my hesitance, but Amelia looks excited.
I knew it. My hypothesis is correct.
Why is she so excited? Amelia?
Hypothesis? What hypothesis?
Yeah, what hypothesis?
My hypothesis that he is from a parallel world.
Smart girl, yes. Okay, but how are you gonna, convince the rest here? Leanna's eyes grow wide and she forces a panicked smile.
I think all this parallel world and temporal rift talk has been getting to you. I mean, Elder Isum said it's impossible.
Did he actually say it's impossible?
He has already admitted it.
He didn't say it's impossible, yeah. What? Leanna and I have been careful not to say anything. When?
The day of our acquaintance.
Okay. I racked my brain but don't remember bringing that up around Amelia. Is it because of the experiment I did there?
You sought out Professor Xavier's guidance, and after he imparted his advice, you and Leanna had a brief discussion in which you mentioned that what he had suggested was exactly what happened to you.
Oh, okay.
Thus began my hypothesis that you arrived from a parallel world.
I see, you're a really smart girl. Really smart girl. Leanna looks at me unsure how to react. But I mean... what's up with all these eavesdroppers? Well, it's just Amelia in particular, but let's not be rude. Continue to deny it? Nah, I mean, at this point, Amelia is already our very close friend. I mean, and Zack, I guess, close friend. And well, Kara is not really close to us. Kara only just joined us. But I think we should come clean, I mean, if we want the rest to hang out with us all the way throughout this whole journey, this whole adventure, I think we should come clean. I don't want to lie anymore. Yeah, we should come clean. I guess there's no point in denying it now. If our game of cheat is any indication, Amelia can see right through a lie. Yeah, that too, yeah. Amelia is very good, in the game of cheat. So she can see right through a lie. So we don't want to lie. And we don't want to lie to a little girl, that is Amelia. You're right, I'm not from Terra.
Not from Terra, huh?
Yeah, I'm not from Terra, I'm from an alien. I'm from an alien planet. Zack looks me up and down and nods to himself.
That's a lot better than the alternative.
What's the alternative? Yeah.
That you might be... unique.
Unique! Is there another way of saying I'm crazy?
Zack!
Don't call me crazy, I'm not lunatic. He shrugs.
You didn't even know what a discharger was.
Because... Okay, never mind.
At least if he's from another world, that explains why he didn't know these things.
But still, you shouldn't be rude. Yeah, Kara being new to all this, I wouldn't be surprised that she looks skeptical, yes? Kara looks skeptical.
How did he get here?
That's what we want to find out.
There have been unexplainably high concentrations of energy popping up throughout Isaria, and he happened to show up at one of those areas. We went to the Mage Academy to get some answers, and that's how we came up with the possibility that the high energy readings were temporal rifts, and somehow he had traveled through one.
Yeah, that's most likely the case, but there's still no concrete proof yet.
Why or how those rifts were even opened, we still don't know.
But if they're the only way for me to get back home, then I have to try to open one. Shucks.
Let's just make sure you attempt to open one far away from where I'm standing.
Of course, I don't want you to get caught up too. Unless you want to join me, come with me to the to the actual world.
That might be tricky considering no one knows how to open one. We may need to talk to Elder Isum.
Okay, yeah, I think good idea there.
That won't be necessary.
What?
I know how to do so already.
You know? You're a genius! How did you know? You all stare at her. How do you know that?
The directions are located in Elder Isum's old research notes, which I had gathered from the Academy. The spell itself is a simple conjuration, which even an amateur could do.
An amateur like me? An amateur can open a temporary reef? Then why isn't everyone doing it?
The impossibility of the spell comes from the fact
Oh, right.
that the human body cannot manipulate the amount of energy needed for it.
But only I can, right? So only I can do it. She pauses, then points at me.
He may be an exception.
You mean me? I squirm slightly as their gazes fall on me.
Given that you have absorbed energy directly from the temple, which should also be an impossibility, I must assume that there is something within you which can possess the high amount of magic without suffering consequences.
Alright.
Perhaps it is a skill which you acquired from your world.
Well, more like I'm a special human being, yeah. That's all there is to it. My world doesn't have magic. Familiar things.
Regardless, only a short amount of time has passed. There is plenty of time for you to still internally combust.
Hey, please don't jinx me like that. I seriously don't want to explode. A wave of unease makes my stomach queasy. Maybe I should open up this reef now before that has a chance to happen. Amelia grins with excitement. Okay, she's really excited.
I concur with that suggestion.
Okay.
That may be the best now that you have the magic.
Zack shrugs and Kara takes a look at our open surroundings.
Maybe we should first look for a spot with a bit more cover. We don't want to be opening up rifts on an open pathway.
Yeah, you're right.
Good point.
There was some tree cover towards the west.
We mumble our affirmations and follow Zack towards the trees. Alright. We settle into the grove of trees. Both Leanna and Amelia stand on either side of me. Zack selects a tree far enough to not be affected by any stray magic, but close enough to get a good view of what's going on. Terra, on the other hand, hangs back towards the outskirts of the trees. She's really scared because we're venturing into the unknown. We're opening something that's completely foreign in this world, foreign to this world. Zack looks back at her and an amused smile on his lips.
You'll miss the show from back there. You sure you don't want to come any closer?
Kara's voice is distant.
Yep.
Okay. There's a bit of movement as she takes another step back behind the tree. She okay? Scoot yourself closer to her. Leave her be, okay. I'm gonna tease her. I'm gonna scoot myself closer to her. Oh, her boobies just jiggled again. There's no way she can see anything from there. I can barely see her. I take a few steps closer to Kara.
Stop right there.
Okay, she can totally see me. She's definitely not just a treasure hunter, but definitely a thief as well. Very skillful thief. We can't see anything from there.
On the contrary, I can see all I need from here.
You sure about that?
She can at least see if other people will stumble upon us from there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, she's at least she's on the lookout for other people.
Oh, yeah, a lookout. That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah, right. You totally weren't thinking of that though.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with her wanting to stay out of the splash zone.
Yeah, the splash zone, the AoE, area effect. Yeah, that furrows her brow.
Temporal rifts don't splash.
How would you know, Leanna? You have never seen a temporary reef before. How would you know?
No, but people do.
What are you talking about, Zach? What do you mean people do? What do you mean people splash? I mean, oh, well, if you're talking about jumping to the water and then splash, okay, but
Zach!
he looks innocent. Oh my god, Zach. Did you just seriously crack another dirty joke?
What?
Leanna frowns. Amelia studies the notes, then nods to herself and snaps the book shut.
The casting is quite simple. It is the same technique as any other cast.
Okay. Leanna looks at me.
Are you ready?
More ready than ever. I nod. Amelia glances at my stance, then frowns.
Your stance is incorrect. Straighten your spine.
Okay. I lengthen my spine and stand as straight as I can.
Now you are too tense. Keep yourself relaxed, but do not slump.
Okay. I'm okay. I release some of the tension in my back. She's about to speak again, but Leanna gently pulls Amelia to the side.
Okay, I think he gets it.
She steps in front of me and gives me an encouraging smile.
Your stance is fine. Just remember to raise your arms in front of you.
Okay. I do as she says and she nods.
Now the actual casting part is gonna sound tricky. You'll need to focus your mind on the spell you want to cast.
Wait, so you actually know about the temporary spell? How though? I thought Amelia is the only one who knows. But okay. So I should just think about temporaries?
Yes, but you need to connect that thought with the magical energy.
Okay. How though?
Clear your mind of every thought.
Okay. I'm going to a zen state. Close my eyes and push away all my doubts and confusion and focus on Leanna's voice.
Now, think about the rift that you wish to create.
I imagine tearing a hole in the fabric of reality. I don't actually know what a rift would look like or feel like. All I remember is the bright light when I came here. Should I focus on that light?
At the same time, sense for the magic within you.
Okay. I try to sense for any kind of magic, but nothing feels out of the ordinary. How do I know where the magic is?
It'll feel like a tendril or willing warmth. When you find it, reach out for it and grab hold. The magic is eager to be used and will latch on.
Okay. So, sense for some magic, so you feel like a tendril or willing warmth, okay. Focus on what Leanna says. I wish women were more like my magic. This is stupid. No. Never say this. I wish women were more like my magic. Like seriously, this is not the time for a joke, no. More like my magic. Yeah, but yeah, focus on what Leanna says. This is so abstract, but I know I can do it. I just have to focus. I turn within and regulate my breathing. She says to clear my mind, right? This sounds very similar to meditation, so perhaps using the same technique will yield success. As my breathing becomes slow and steady, I open up my senses for any indication of another presence.
Once you find the magic, connect your thoughts of the rift with the magic, and then channel both the magic and the thoughts through your hands to cast it in the open.
Okay. I continue sensing, hoping to find even a hint of warmth. But how do I know if it's just my own warmth or the magic? When you feel extremely hot, then that's magic. Sweat beats on my temples as I strain to cast, but nothing happens. Eventually my arms grow weary and my mind is exhausted. I decompress with a sigh. It didn't work.
It's okay, we can try again. People aren't usually able to cast on their first try.
But I think we should start off not now. Well, it's getting late, so can we do it maybe the next morning? Mentally grown. The idea of doing all that again does not thrill me. There must still be something I'm missing.
It just takes some getting used to. Plus, you're trying to cast without a manipulator.
So are you saying I should get a manipulator? Oh yeah, both you and Amelia use manipulators to cast. Maybe that's why I wasn't able to do it.
Well, the manipulator's function is to house the energy source for us to cast with.
Okay. Oh yeah, but I'm actually casting without the manipulator, and actually I don't need the manipulator because my magic is inside me. So...
Technically, because you already have the energy within you, you shouldn't need a manipulator.
But the problem is I don't know how to harness the power, the magic within me. I don't know how to tap into the magic inside me, you know? Oh, yeah, I know that.
But this is all theory anyway. It may be easier trying to cast using a crystal, especially for a first-time caster.
Crystal, okay. We can try that.
Regardless, there could be a multitude of factors for why this attempt was not successful. One for which could be as simple as the fact that you still did not possess enough energy to open the rift.
Well, are you saying that all that fire energy that I absorbed is still not enough? That's crazy, you know, considering that all that energy would have caused a human in Terra to explode, right? But for me, I absorbed so much of the energy and it's still not enough? Shouldn't the temple have had enough?
Theoretically, perhaps, but a significant portion of the energy was already being used to sustain the elemental's image.
Oh, okay.
She was able to transfer what was left of the energy to you, which from my readings was only 20% of the total energy in the temple when we started.
So it's not all the energy from the temple, it's only 20%, 1/5. Suddenly, Kara is standing right beside us, as cheerful as ever.
That sounds like you all still need to explore some more temples.
And that means more treasure for you, Kara. I jump at her presence. Even Leanna and Amelia seem surprised to see her so close. Only Zack is unaffected. How did you get here so fast? She's a thief. Ninja. She grins at me.
Am I wrong?
What? Wait, what? Oh, explore some more temples. Of course, we need to explore more temples. So we're going on an adventure. Pango jumps out of Kara's arms and hops into mine. Even Pango says, yes, let's go on an adventure! More treasure hunting! More temples! I pat him on the head and he wiggles contentedly, licking the air around me.
So it could be that he doesn't know how to cast, or that he doesn't have enough energy.
I think it's both. Yeah.
Sure, but what does that mean for you all in terms of next steps? Are you going to hang out in Ember Mist until he learns how to cast?
We can learn along the way, I guess.
It could take him weeks before he can even cast the simplest of spells. That is quite a long time to rely on someone else's hospitality.
Yes, I'll just have to learn on the road.
It sounds like it would still be in your best interest to visit at least one more temple just to be sure you have enough energy. You can teach him how to cast on the way, so by the time he gets there, he'll be ready to go.
Yeah, you have a good point there, yeah. Leanna looks thoughtful.
That does seem like the better option than the alternative.
And what's the alternative again? If it's the fastest way to get me back home, then I'm not opposed to having all our bases covered. Amelia nods.
That is the most efficient course of action. If we can mitigate any uncertain factors, then we can pinpoint where the weakness is and adjust accordingly for a successful cast.
Yes, we can definitely pinpoint what the weakness is.
The research this will provide will be very informative.
Hearing Amelia's affirmation, Zack shrugs.
Since I'm here to protect Amelia, I go where she goes.
You're officially her bodyguard. Kara smiles broadly and slings her arms around Zack and Amelia, much to their dismay.
Great. Then our arrangement is still on.
Oh yeah, still on.
Hey!
What do you mean, hey, Zack? Zack moves out of Kara's grasp. She smirks.
Most men would be thrilled to have a pretty woman hug them. Right, Amelia?
You're asking Amelia? I don't think she even knows about love.
That is correct.
Wait,
A
what?
healthy physique is inherently attractive for potential mates.
So you actually know, but more in a scientific manner. Let's go and start to lead the way out of the forest.
We should spend the night in Ember Mist. We can plan our next steps there.
Okay. Once we are in agreement, we follow Kara back to Ember Mist. Alright.